Good idea. It's the Morning Joe to your Morning Joe. It's the blue collar to your blue collar. It's the lab coat to your scientists. Speaking of scientists, y'all want to learn something today?
So, Doc, the scene you run in on is Frog Prince, Lilypad, and Faith surrounded by confused guests. What looks like a ghost of like some sort of Saturday Night Fever guy in like a white collar and a leather jacket, and two other security guards who are just kind of looking confused. As
Didn't you say that ghost is really big?
The collar, he's got like a big collar, like a big sort of like he looks very Saturday Night Fever, very 70s disco sort of looking.
Oh, I meant body-wise. Like, is he a bruiser? Does he have a thick neck?
He looks like he could handle himself. He looks like, well, clearly he didn't. He died, but
Okay, I'm gonna stride right up to him, and I put my hands up and out to either side, like, you know, the like, "Are you fucking kidding me?" look. And I stroll right up to him, and I'm like, "Are you kidding me? Why are you hassling the guests?" And I'm going to use my authority. Well, first I want to use my aura sight to see if I can detect any weaknesses in his spiritual armor. And that's a 35. I got an 8.
Knock off a minor. Oh, was that for? Sorry, was that for? Were you rolling aura sight first?
Yes.
Yeah.
Just see if I can get a bonus.
You look at this dude's aura, which means you actually see him kind of for him. So he looks a little blurred around the edges, a bit spectral, and he appears to have what looks like 3 bullet holes in him, and he just kind of looks at you.
Wait, hold on. Can I get like a quick video montage of like how he got those bullet holes, like in black and white or something?
You not fully. There's a different power which allows you to do that, but
shit.
You look at him and you see like the wounds. You see that he looks that his shoes seem to have what look like dried concrete on them. And he just looks at you and he just goes, "What the fuck, buddy?" This guy looks like a bigger ghost than the ghosts you were dealing with earlier. Like, he seems like he was a stronger summoning. He just looks at you like, "What the fuck, buddy? I got asked here by the boss to go and keep an eye on things."
And this is where I turn on my father's, the power and the command that I got from both my biological father, but also the priest that recruited me and taught me everything I know. That was Max von Sydow, I think, played him. Anyway, and I just go, "Look, man, I know the boss brought you on because, you know, you survived. You were a tough guy, and your crew rubbed you out. They did you dirty, and I'm sorry about that. But you know what? There's a place for you in heaven, my friend."
Jesus Christ!
I rolled a 79, and my authority is 70. So can I use an aspect?
Yeah, you can use an aspect to re-roll.
Hell yeah. I got a 53, so I got my authority roll.
So it's not so much that I like that you started with like I work for the boss and I get it, and then you ended by going, "But it's okay because Jesus loves you." You just kind of started with the pretense and ended on just the truth. But you just kind of, it's just the way you yell at him, and I think it's also that slight sensation of you have got magic which can hurt a ghost and can banish a ghost. You just kind of just square at him, and he just goes, and he just looks at you slightly, like his head tilts, like he goes. Actually, at what point in that did you give him an order? Like, what did you want him to do?
I'm coming closer and closer to him, so I'm probably looking up into his eyes and like just seeing him for who he is, you know, and how he was killed. And as I get closer, I get quieter and quieter until it's just the two of us in this like aura of like good meeting not so good, and like trying to turn it to the light.
So you've gone like weirdly intimately close to this ghost's face, and you're just sort of like, what?
God has a plan for all of us, my son. And you may think that God let you down and left you for dead, but that's not true. You simply had unfinished business.
What?
The reason you're still here on this plane, even though you can't affect it, is you can't let go. There's someone who hurt you, or some crisis you wish to avert. If you will only find out what that is, you could reach the kingdom of heaven and sit at the right hand of God with our Messiah, Jesus Christ.
What?
I'm talking communion, brother. Sharing the wafer. Tasting the body of Christ. You and me against the forces of evil.
I mean, buddy, I'm a Methodist.
Oh, okay, well, I can do that too. You know, there's a place for Methodists in heaven as well.
I should hope so. What are we doing?
We can talk about that later. The point is, you have unfinished business. Let's find out what that is and put it to death or whatever.
I mean, currently my business is keeping an eye on the sparkly broad. By the way, while he is distinctly distracting your ghostly escort, what are you guys doing?
Oh, I'm absolutely suggesting that we sneak away. All four of us.
Fuck yeah, bodyguards are creeping, they're all hunched over, like they've become like extras in Ocean's 11.
So wait, my ghostly escort is distracted?
Currently, the Doc has just walked straight up to the ghostly escort, and he's just talking to him about like Jesus and retribution and stuff. While like,
I didn't understand if this was the ghost Jeff banished earlier, or if this was that was what I was trying to figure out.
This is your ghost.
Sorry, this was your ghost. I apologize.
No, it's okay.
To clarify it. No, it's your.
But yeah,
we're painting a word picture. We make sure it's not blurred.
Yes. What are we doing while this is happening? Frog Prince suggests we run away.
I think we should sneak away. I think this is our moment of opportunity.
Prince,
you should sing about what you're doing as you go back to the back of the house.
Prince, hold on. Prince?
Yeah.
Prince, I've always wanted to sing a duet with you since we met earlier today.
Oh, yes.
Well, yeah, okay.
And that's separate. I was just thinking about that.
Okay.
But your idea to run away.
Cool. Yeah.
Then I'm going to lose my ghost escort if we do that. How?
I realize that, but that is kind of the, how to put it, it is kind of the goal of the operation right now, unfortunately. There will be other people inside to perform to, myself true. For one, as well as the two bodyguards, who you never told me your names. We'll get back to that. and everybody else. Also, right now we're in covert mode. Covert mode is not performing mode.
Prince.
Oh no.
Yeah.
You're saying a lot of things that are antithetical to my belief system right now. However, I cannot deny that your actions have yielded you success. I will trust you. It does help that you offered to watch me. For I am infatuated with you, Prince.
Oh, that's lovely.
By definition, yes. It is of love.
Yes. Yes, but I think I should just, again, we should move with haste because Doc is speaking quite quickly now, and I suspect he might run out of prayer things to say soon. So let's get a wriggle on, as they say, as you humans say. You're not a human, as those humans say.
It's fine. Okay, we'll get a reel on. You lead the way. And Faith is just going to follow Frog Prince.
Let's go.
So I'm gonna roll. I'm gonna roll for the ghost a notice, but I'm gonna minus the authority roll of Doc because Doc is right in his face in a very authoritative manner, talking to him, really confusing the Methodist there. That was a 73. So he profoundly failed to notice. He profoundly failed his notice, and he profoundly failed to like.
Faith resists the urge to turn around and yell, "Nice job, Doc." This is hard for her.
Oh my god. Oh shit. Maybe just in the headset?
No. She won't do it. She just does it. She steals herself and refuses to do it. She will not thank Doc.
Oh, wow.
She resolves not to be grateful.
So, the Frog Prince lily pad, Faith, and the two security guards just walk away while Doc is talking.
Yes.
And he's like, yeah, buddy, I get it, but, like, I'm actually, like, doing a pretty good gig here, being, like, you know, the dead thing and all, because, I mean, bullets don't stop me. That's great and all. Like, yeah, I can scare the bejesus out of people. That's fun, too. Being dead's not so bad. You get a little boredom, but I got a noble subscription, and it all went well.
I think
after
his
that.
unfinished business is being
draw him
dead.
I draw him away to the buffet table to get some coffee, and I'm like, hey, come on with me. Let's rap a bit.
I'm not really into rap. I'm more of a disco kind of guy.
Oh no, I'm 70. This is like the old kind of rap where you like talk and get kind of casual,
Oh, right,
like,
yeah, not
like
the
young
kid, not the
guys
kid.
in the local area.
Yeah,
You and
yeah.
me, we're old. We can connect on a soul level, I think.
I mean, yeah, we can see that. Cutting back to the vault. So Oculus.
Yeah.
So what you see before you is a room with, and I'll give you this because you're with your mage sight as you open up the door. There appears to be pressure pads on the floor leading up to a big, proper-looking bank vault sort of thing.
I'm guessing it's not going to be as simple as just, hey, I'm going to avoid the pressure pads.
It doesn't immediately seem to be, no.
I'm tempted to try to cut off power to the room, but I worry that would just set off some sort of silent alarm or something.
What if we cut off power to everything? Then the alarms can't turn on at all.
Am I even powerful enough to do a mass blackout?
What about, there might be a dead man switch.
There comes a time when every man wonders if he's even powerful enough to do a mass blackout.
Ooh, I know how you could get around a dead man's switch.
Dance.
You shut off the power to the entire neighborhood.
I mean, I just said
That's
that.
what I just suggested.
Oh, you just said that. Sorry about that.
Not to the neighborhood, but just all of it. Like, maybe just all of the power of the entire city. Maybe.
That's good. That's really good.
Just to be sure.
So, as you're a technomancer, as you have an ability which is literally just destroy a piece of technology in front of you, you could theoretically black out the whole building if you basically went up to the fuse box and just cast a single spell into it. Like, from here, it'd be a bit more difficult. It's about precision, about where you want to hit. But yeah, you could theoretically use a Damnation of Blood just to kick out the whole floor. And then possibly, like, create information just to keep the system thinking, yeah, this is fine. If you want to solve it with magic, if you want to, that'd be a quick way of solving it with your magic. I think you have other options. You are welcome to try.
Any chance I can find some sort of a dead man switch?
Give me hang on a sec. Put your character sheet here. 1 minute. Give us. I think you have investigation.
Let me see.
Hey, you guys should turn on the chat while we're waiting. Because I'm loving this so hard and I want to talk about it.
Oh, I do. It's at 20, but I'll see what I can do. Because I'm running low on all of my spellcasting stuff. So I think I'm gonna risk it and go with trying to find the dead man switch. Shit. Your boy got a 98.
Lucky that's not a not a crit fail.
I was thinking on maybe using one of my aspects, if that's possible for that botched
One of
roll.
your aspects, mate.
Yeah, I think I'm just going to use one of my aspects for that botched roll. See if I can do it again. Here goes nothing. I got a 69.
Nice.
Oh my god.
When you get a 69, you find the crit. You find the crit. Find the clitoris.
Find the clit.
Find the clitoris.
No!
The clitoris. Oh, the clitoris.
My
so good,
favorite
guys.
dinosaur.
So,
Also my favorite Roman emperor, and also my favorite dinosaur.
Emperor
from the
Clitoris, known
Cretaceous
for his
period.
great clemency and sexual prowess.
Are you talking about the dinosaur or the Roman Emperor?
Jesus Christ.
Clitoris.
friends,
Oh
Romans,
shit, you did
countrymen,
the yes, I love that.
lend me your ears.
Rar.
XD.
Rah. So you.
That's what I say whenever I see a clitoris.
So.
Rawr.
Is there something wrong, Metal? Is something wrong?
Right, so because I just didn't say no to my partner when last week they insisted that 69 had to be a
You're
crit as well.
Thank you.
George, you have critically succeeded.
Fuck yes.
George, you found
You
the
have
crit.
found- You have
Found the crit. It was hiding in plain sight.
Wait, is this the first critical success of the game?
I think so, yeah.
yes, actually,
Wait.
you got the first critical fail and the first critical success.
Well,
Congratulations.
G got a
Yes.
critical 89 earlier. I
Fuck
think it was
yes.
G. Who got the critical 89?
I got an 89, but that's not a crit.
No, I know,
No,
but
that
in
wasn't
the
a crit
fiction.
at all. No.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, that's right. You were saying it's like 69, but you had 20.
I don't even know if I said that part. I think I just said it. I just insisted it was the sex number.
It is still mathematically true.
Oh,
though.
it's our sex number on this show. I like this.
We get 2 sex
And
numbers.
people will have to listen to this episode to know
Every
that.
number. Well, I think I've talked about this on Good Idea before. Every number is the sex number if you try hard enough. Think about 42. That one's Roadhead. 99 and 66 are both forms of spooning on the couch.
Bill, if you want their attention, you have to say Beetlejuice.
You have to say Beetlejuice, Bill. Really, we just need to give Bill our attention. Bill, go ahead. Lead the charge.
Bill, take a firm hand.
Take a firm hand. Take the power, Bill.
Beetle fucking juice, man.
Yes!
So,
Oh, that was hardcore.
So, Oculus, you cast out your made sense, and you just get like a more in-depth image of like how this will function. That, yeah, if you kick out the power to this, it will like trip like a little alarm. It has like this building you kind of see has 2 different like power sources. There appears to be like a backup generator that's in this building, which is like triggered to like another alarm. So if the power cuts out, it seems to send off somewhere. So you go, okay, so if you step on it, the alarm will go off. If you cut the power completely, but don't, like, you know, deal with a dead man switch, then an alarm will go off anyway. Yeah, so I'm gonna give you whatever your next rolls to do with this. I'll let you flip flop your dice around, so whatever's the better result, because you've critically succeeded in like analyzing how this system works, because you're just looking at it and making sense of it. So you have worked. So this is almost made up for the map debacle, that you have completely understood the place where you are going to be making your sodding money is here. This is the part not to cock up. So how would you like to deal with the floor? Do you want to just completely crap out the floor? Do you want to try and use your magic to make yourself and others unnoticed to the pressure sensors? Do you want to just keep sending information that yes, everything is fine to it?
I think I'm gonna try to make myself invisible for the to the pressure pads.
Beautiful. Please roll blind spot.
If you get to the generator, you can shut it off, so you don't have to keep being invisible.
I could also jump right across the pressure plates too, couldn't I?
Yes.
But isn't he all the way across the building?
No. The generator is somewhere in the building. You've not found out where.
No, I'm talking about Prince.
Yeah, also. Oh right. Oh no. Prince and Faith have kind of turned up while Oculus is doing an analysis. Yes, Maeve, also you can absolutely just turn to a flock of ravens and fly over the pressure pads. It's just Oculus kind of needs to open the safe door.
Yeah, no, he's going to do this by himself. He doesn't trust anyone else to deal with all of this.
Well, once you get across and open the door, there'll be like a space for us to like land on the other side.
Yeah, and you can probably start messing with it on the other side once you get over and like get the vault open. Like, yeah, you have stuff you can deal with there. Okay, so
and then I got a 38.
Was that 38?
Yeah.
Fantastic.
Fuck yeah.
So Oculus, you stand there just observing this, watching this, as you're getting some like some gentle guitar music is behind you as Faith is stealth performing. And you stand up, concentrate, and you just take take one step out and you touch the floor and nothing happens. and like all the alarm, all the lights like are all still green, like everything's fine, like it's sort of showing like no pressure detected. Do you say anything to the others?
I hold out a hand and to try to make sure that they don't follow me, and I look back and say, "All right, look, I'm gonna try to do this. Just stay here, don't touch anything, and don't be an idiot, all of you. Especially don't be one collective idiot."
Oh my god, I love this. He's salty.
And knock off a significant, please, George.
Gotcha.
And you walk across, and the cameras don't record you, the pressure sensors don't notice you, any security systems just ignore you completely, as you are blind. They are blinded to you. And you walk up to the vault. And this seems a bit more... While everything was pretty high-tech getting up to it, it seems pretty low-tech. Like it's got like, you know, combination locks and all that sort of thing, so it's more of an old-fashioned... This would be an old-fashioned thievery kind of role, as you just sort of pick... As you kind of crack the safe, essentially.
Let's see. What is my thievery? Note to self. Try to take some time to actually put these all in alphabetical order. Okay, I have a 60 in that. Awesome. Alright, this is a bit low tech, but I'll see what I can do. Just stay there. Like, just stay. Just stay.
You know there is a ledge in front of the vault, which there is no pressure pads. It like leads up to a certain point, then it doesn't afterwards. So there isn't. So just because this prevents like, you know, someone like so you have got a little ledge, which you can sit on without having to worry about it, or stand on without having to worry about it. So you know.
Okay, I got a 16.
Okay, you're, because I think thievery is one of your other obsessions.
Yes, it is.
Yeah, so you turn that in, so, if we turn it to a non-crit, 60, you're going through and you get most of, like, the, combinations. I've got a fixed number, like, to sort of hit, and you think you're most of the way through, but you're just trying to work out the last one. So give me one more thievery roll.
65.
That'll do it.
So close.
No, his thievery, I believe, his quickness is 60, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah, so it is again a non-crit 60. You click, and you just feel that sweet sound as that final tumbler clicks into place, and you start unraveling, like turning the sort of like the crank sort of handle of the vault. You just start working it, and it just starts to swing open. Maybe you were at least quite nicely vindicated of the fact that Patrick definitely hired a good thief here.
Maybe check your wallets.
A good thief and some truly brilliant distractions.
I think they're all doing very, very good.
They are doing very good. To be fair, Maeve has basically just mind controlled. Sorry, not Faith has mind controlled basically the entirety of the audience.
I know, it's amazing.
Which is super funny, and I love the idea of like, boom, wow, this plan's finally really getting together. We're like doing really good. Just cutting to the dot, being like, well, yeah, totally. Just chatting to this guy. Vault swings open, and you look inside. Everyone there? Is everyone? I'm sorry. My brain was just really used to just listening to like gentle.
We're waiting for you.
Yeah, we're waiting.
We're on tenterhooks because you're like about to tell us all that's in there is a tiger.
Yeah.
Or like,
I know. I got for a minute. I got super confused. I was so used to the gentle synth music in the background, and suddenly stopped and went, "Hang on, is it frozen?" I got so confused for a minute there. It's fine.
Maybe she stopped for dramatic effect.
Yeah. Everyone takes breath. Faith ceases playing momentarily.
That was exactly what I was doing. I mean, the canon is that Faith is paying attention to everything and just backing it, right? And that's
this is great. So I'm totally into
building
it.
That ambiance.
That ambiance. So the music stops as it swings open. You look inside the vault, and you see that there are a series of almost like safe deposit boxes, just sort of lining the walls. With
symbols representing the unattainable items of the soul that all heroes quest after.
And you joke about there being a tiger in there. There is one. There appears to be in the middle of the vault as well, like all these safe deposit boxes and a few like different bits and pieces that look sort of. Like, there appears to be, like, a big sort of, like, gnarled wooden staff that's, like, inside, like, a case in there and a few bits and pieces. And there's, like, a bed, like a bed bolted to the floor where there is just this person laying in the bed who looks... They're not breathing. They're just sort of
what
there.
The fuck?
Oh, just fuck. Kind of, like, they're fully clothed, just sat on the bed, completely immobile, as the vault opens, and you just see what looks like a corpse on the bed.
Well, is that normal? Is that what's in most people's vaults?
Doc, do you want to read this guy's last rites or something? I don't know. I don't know how this works.
I'm trying to save a
corpses.
soul here. Oculus, I'm trying to save a soul here on behalf of the Lord. I mean, is it really important?
We've got like a dead body in the safe. I think they're dead. I don't know. This is really awkward.
That is awkward. Is it in a casket? Or just like on a table?
On a bed.
Did you find a bed. I thought maybe you found a morgue.
A safe can be a morgue.
Seriously, though, I am trying to save this guy's soul, so could you wrap it up?
He just
Doc,
mutes
you'll
him.
get a chance to save his soul. Everybody, there's a vault here, and there's a whole bunch of boxes in the vault, and I have a feeling...
Hold on. I put my finger to my ear and I give the guy like the hand signal, like, hold on, I have a phone call. And then I start backing slowly away towards the corner, towards the back of the house. And I'm like, I gotta take this. I'm like shaking my head.
Give me an authority roll just for my own amusement.
I love this. I got a 91.
Oh, God.
I'm gonna use an aspect.
Is it one of your obsessions?
Wish me luck.
Is authority one of your obsessions?
My obsessions are psi barrier and stealth.
Okay. So yeah, no, by all means, spend an aspect.
I'm trying to look at my aspect kind of tails or whatever, and I'm not seeing anything that would kind of
by all means just roll it, man. It's
like,
fine.
I'm not even supposed to lie or like dissemble, so I'm like telling him I have a phone call. That's not true, so I'm feeling bad about it. I've lost touch with the church though, so I don't have to be ethical all the time. I got a 25, baby. He has to let me go.
Well, I rolled for him already, and yes, he does. He just goes, yeah, sure, buddy, do what you gotta do.
And then I point to my wiener, and I'm like, I also gotta pee, kind of.
Oh,
you know?
that's
squeeze my knees together.
He just goes, yeah, that's second room to the left and fourth along.
Cool. I'm not even listening. I'm just backing around the corner with my thumb back, like shaking, nodding my head, like, yeah, this way, holding my junk. Yeah, it's great.
You just round the corners really quick, like, yeah, dude.
I run to the vault like as fast as I can. Now that there's nobody in my way.
You run to the vault now, and you run to you just run.
And same thing. I'm doubled over,
so
breathing heavy, and I'm like holding up my hand, like I need to say something, but I can't talk.
Just wheezing like muttly after a run.
Yes. I unbutton my shirt like at the belt, and I like pull on my pants, which are starting to slip down because I lost my belt. Guys, I'm comic relief apparently.
Faith, Maeve, Faith, Maeve, the Frog Prince, Lilypad, and Doc are basically looking across a long corridor. Across sort of like not a long corridor, but like at least something that a normal person couldn't jump comfortably. A distance in which Oculus
usually I jump to get through all the corridors I go through, so that's a good comparison.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Corridors don't mean shit to Faith.
As Oculus is standing there, like, looking at this, like, looking at this dead person that's, like, in a bed. Yeah, Oculus, you do hear, like, a sort of the give me a minute kind of thing as he runs back up.
Can I get to the vault, or do I have to wait?
The body. I'm like, what the?
Can Oculus let us in, or do I have to wait?
So the four of you are looking through the doorway at Oculus, who is looking at a dude laying in a bed. What do?
Can I come in? I'm like to Oculus with my hand up, like, is it safe to come in?
Faith is gonna walk straight to the back of the room where all the boxes are.
Which one?
The you said in the vault, right? There were boxes.
Yes.
Yeah, the safety deposit boxes.
There's the pressure plates, though.
Oh, I thought we were in the vault. I'm sorry. I'm like, why? How did we end up in the vault? I was kind of confused.
Oculus is in the vault.
You guys
are staring down the corridor into the vault where Oculus is, looking down at the dead man.
Yeah.
Okay. Then Faith is gonna do
did you want to go over there?
I'm actually gonna do. I do want to go over there. I have an idea. And I know that my ideas aren't always as good as yours, Frog Prince.
Oh, no, I think your ideas have been generally pretty good. Well, what's your idea? I have an idea too, so we'll both share our ideas. But
my
you
idea
first.
involves faith, trust, and a little bit of pixie dust.
Right.
Do you have pixie dust?
And then we'll just...
Yeah,
I have pixie dust, yes, and we will fly... We will fly over the pressure plates.
Like you have the actual power pixie dust?
Wait, that's an actual thing? Are you serious?
I have pixie dust.
I was just gonna jump over.
Well,
I mean, you can.
You're a frog prince, so you can do that.
Maeve just like bursts into a flock of ravens.
Yes.
Yes.
With a 29 out of 45, and just flies over there.
Yeah, you just go. Fuck this.
G, do you even have burst into flock of ravens?
Yes.
I love this. Do you have to spend any
they did it
struggle
during their
or whatever?
introduction.
I know. I'm just being a dick.
Yeah.
Oh.
Okay, so Aiden, please give me a roll for pixie dust.
This is so cool. Are you
Who
carrying the
so
Frog Prince and your bodyguards? Are you taking the Frog Prince and your bodyguards with you?
Am I taking the Frog Prince? I'm gonna make everybody fly, but Frog Prince wants to jump, but I'm gonna make everybody else fly.
I would much prefer to fly. I've jumped before. I've flown before.
Okay,
no,
Frog Prince, I'll let you fly too.
Pixie dust lasts for is like a few seconds of flight, so you'll kind of probably have to like cast it a few times to go like, ooh, ooh, ooh. It's like just it's sort of if it was a cartoon, it's that sort of thing where someone's like when someone's like flapping and like swimming in the air. It's that sort of it's small little bursts.
So I would like to. I rolled a 71, and I would like to re-roll with one of my aspects if that doesn't work.
Yes, you may, by all means.
But I do have a glamour of 80 and a pixie dust of 55.
You need to roll into 55.
Got it. Okay. That's a 58, so that doesn't work. I'll use another aspect.
Close.
No, that's fine because you've got the 8 as a leeway. So yeah, you have managed it.
Oh yay! Okay. Do I need to roll again for the rest of the uses?
I will say, let's call it. We'll call it 1 significant and 5 minor.
Okay.
As you just pour a bunch of it over people and just kind of go, think happy thoughts, and just fly up in the air.
Think happy thoughts, you guys. We got this. If you stop thinking happy thoughts, we will fall. So don't. Smile more. Smile more.
I shouldn't think about like terrible things that were happening to us at all.
Frog Prince Lily Pad, please don't even talk about it. Just think about your first time you had sex or like had a puff of weed or whatever you're into.
Well,
That's the
it
energy
was
we
sort
want.
of different. I was a frog at the time, so like it's kind of like it's an unusual experience now.
Frog Prince, look at me. Frog Prince.
Yeah, hello.
Think about me. Hello. Think about me. Make me your happy thought.
Yeah, that would just give me negative thoughts.
Think about memes. Is that what you said?
I'm sorry, what?
I'm already flying.
I was yelling.
I'm believing in you. What? I'm flying.
Yes.
Yeah, I'm aware.
You're flying.
Yes. So you guys like
hold on. I wanna direct from the back. Because I know we'll get faster if we can bounce off the walls, I'm going to say, everybody hold on to everybody's back foot or coat or cape or whatever you're wearing. So we're like a snake. But once I realize what's actually happening and that we're going to be flying, I feel like intense waves of anxiety, like it's a dumb thing to do and it's not seemly for a priest to fly. And I'm out the back of this snake.
So, are you taking...
To defy God, you have to believe.
What the fuck?
So you're taking Doc, the Frog Prince Lilypad, yourself, and the 2 guys who you have like 2 commands left each before they're like released from your enthrall.
I still have that with the whole audience too.
You have 2 of the audience you can release soon. You'll be able to release. But you take this like bizarre flying conga line, and you kind of. I imagine you kind of just sort of pull people along so that like when the spell kicks off, they actually land not on the pressure plates. But you just kind of like...
I have everyone do a running start while I'm shouting my inspirational stuff.
Yeah, you just like jump like... Think happy thoughts, believe! Don't think about falling. Believe, everybody! Really don't think about it. Like just... How to weaponize anxiety. You can only fly if you have happy thoughts, but never actually... But just remind them not to have unhappy thoughts is really awkward. But yeah, you fly across. You float with intent.
We land on the other side with a thud and a bunch more thuds.
Yeah, there's a bunch of thuds. And while you're like getting ready for the running jump and telling everyone to like think happy thoughts and believe, Maeve has just flown across as a flock of ravens and just sort of appeared. Well, I don't know actually. Are you still going to be a still a flock, or are you gonna change back into?
No, she changes back whenever she gets over there.
Yeah, so you release the form, and you become Maeve again. So now all of you, including the 2 random dudes you brought along with you for the ride, are standing in a vault with like a series of almost like locked like drawers, the kind of things you'd use for like storing like safety deposit boxes and stuff like that. And this dude this dude's sleeping on a bed.
You know I could have turned off those pressure plates, right?
I immediately wave up my hand.
What fun would that have been?
I immediately put up my hand for everybody to be quiet, and I say, "Is that guy moving?"
Not an inch.
He wasn't when I was in here. You want to do your religious thing or something? I don't know.
Okay. Everybody get out here. I have to do this alone.
We just hopped over the friggin' thing. We're not doing this again. Just do it.
Faith, go ahead.
Was I gonna play music for you, Doc? Was that what you were looking for?
It doesn't matter.
Which, in Faith's mind, I think probably means yes.
Just try to make it positive.
Well, you said Faith, go ahead.
I'm going to be working with Jesus here, so I don't want a bunch of downer fucking Cure bullshit, all right? Keep it positive.
Ah, fuck.
I love the Cure, but I mean, honestly, Robert Smith is still putting on makeup? Seriously, he's like my age. And Kiss, don't even get me started on Kiss.
Doc, you have a lot of negative energy.
Fuck you. I'm sorry. I'm sorry, Faith. I'm so sorry.
No,
that was wrong.
It's okay. I understand. I have a lot of negative energy too sometimes.
It's just fairy people, you know?
You
it's
got
just
this.
driving me crazy. We have nothing in common.
Did you just...
Respectfully.
Wait, did you just...
Did you just call her a fairy?
We don't need to get into this. All right, I've got 2 Roman Catholics on my side.
Guys,
we can
it's
have a
fine.
vote.
He has work to do. It's
Maeve,
fine.
Oculus,
Just Doc,
thoughts?
you got it.
Just get the religious thing done so that we can look through the drawers in peace.
I swear, the priest knows Oculus is thinking, okay, boomer.
No, he's more like...
When is he not?
Come on, Doc, you got this. Doc, you can do it. I know you can. Doc, you can do it.
That's beautiful,
Faith.
Faith.
You're the best in the land.
Right now, I'm just vibing on Faith's song. Can I get a
that you
boost to
can.
my roll for
Doc,
Faith
you
being
can
so
do
good?
it. You're the best in the land.
What are you rolling, mate?
First, I'm going to do Aura Sight to see if this thing is a vampire.
Roll Aura Sight.
I rolled a 48. My Aura Sight is 35.
You're not sure. You're
Can I
vibing
use
too
an
much on this
aspect?
boss tune. You can absolutely use an aspect.
Okay. Let's see. I'm from a long line of monster hunters, the martyrs of Christ. Every
By all
third
means.
generation, somebody becomes a priest and fights evil and casts out demons and shit. That's my vibe, bro.
Then roll that vibe.
That's not Doc. That's just Jeff.
I got a
That's
19,
just some Jeff lore.
motherfucker.
You activate your Aura Sight, looking in the room. You see the body that's laying there. Its aura is basically different shades of monochrome. It is, in places, these veins of just pitch black.
Definitely a vampire.
I've seen vampires before. Is this vampire shit?
This is so a vampire.
Okay, keep going.
Since,
Sorry.
Yeah, so yes, you just if you're scanning your eyes across, you see that there are various shining in some of the shelves, you see like shining lights, which are things that are magical, various bits and pieces, just about the place that you can see. Like some shelves don't have any like shine at all, but you're seeing various ones, and you can easily start pointing them out to people. If you want to like go like that thing's got magic in it, that thing's got magic in it, you can just start pointing that out to people.
That can come later. I'll just put my hands out straight out to either side and like wave back to encourage them to stay back. I start to reach for my cross, and then I kind of shake my head a little bit, and I put on my psi barrier, and that's where I just put my cross back on the inside coat pocket and stand there kind of feeling the spirit.
So you by all means roll your psychic barrier. So this is your protection from mental effects. So if any vampire tries to like mess with your mind, hell, even if Faith tries to mess with your head with enthrall, this is a thing you can use to resist that. Like it's just a straight up like makes it harder for you to mess with your head.
Sweet. Well, I'm feeling the power of the Lord because I rolled an 8.
Yeah, cool. Your 5th stat's what, sorry?
My what stat?
Your 5th stat, your magic one.
Oh, it's 50.
Cool. You successfully you roll, knock off a significant for that as you pull up like basically armor for your mind. Your faith is your shield, and no one will and it'll be a dark day in hell when someone actually tries to move your way.
Faith is your shield.
If the others can hear me, they hear me whispering like, Blessed Mary, Mother of the Angels, little stuff like that. And I start, I pull out my the other inside pocket, or no, it's like my breast pocket is a small Bible, but like the part of the New Testament, or like the part of different testaments that deal with monster hunting. And I flip open to Thessalonians 69 or whatever. I'm so sorry. That's terrible. And then I drop my hand crossbow with the other and like cock that on the side of the door frame, like all awkwardly and shit, because I got my Bible out at the same time. It's like, what was I thinking?
You kind of didn't think it through. You pulled out your crossbow and then went, shit.
So I just look like an old man trying to carry too many groceries.
Doc awkwardly starts loading his hand crossbow. He has his Bible verse in the other. He stakes a step forward. What are you going to do?
I think everyone else should get to think or say something or do whatever, because all I'm going to do is walk up, make sure he knows I'm there, and then stake him in the heart with the crossbow.
Oh, cool.
Honestly,
and I have reputation vampires,
this is
so like if he
Hang
opens his
on.
eyes, he'll know who I am.
Hang on. You're gonna wake him up first.
Of course. It's like a movie. You gotta, and I'm a man of the cloth. Like, I gotta give him a chance to survive.
All right, good luck.
I mean, to be fair, like, of everybody in the room, like, Doc is the only one who was a vampire hunter. I feel like I trust him and in his knowledge of how this is done, you know?
Sure. Yeah,
Also,
sure,
no
sure.
one in here looks as much like Abraham Lincoln as Doc does.
I don't know. I worry he's going to throw us all back and have us all land in the pressure plates. So I say we just shoot him now or adopt him. I don't know.
George.
We could
George
shoot the
has a very
vampire or
deep
we could
understanding
adopt
of
the
how this thing
vampire.
works.
So, I love the idea that the Doc is walking up, uttering a prayer, like, just being ready like standing over this vampire with his crossbow, Bible in hand, as he starts praying for this vampire's immortal soul. And I just like the idea of being like wait, is he? Like, it's fine. He's a vampire hunter. He knows what he's doing. And George's like, just fucking shoot him, man. Like, Oculus is just like, fucking shoot him, while you've just got like thematic music is playing. You stand over the vampire. And as you start uttering your words, preparing to like wake him up and getting ready for like, I'm gonna go smite this vampire, the vampire's eyes open. The vampire goes, "You shouldn't be here."
I got a 37 on my 35 or 45 reputation for vampires.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
So you just, like, you know who I am? You're standing there with a crossbow saying, like, do you know who I am?
Well, I don't say that. It's my face. Everybody knows
you're just making sure that he is knowable.
Face.
But he just opens his eye and goes, "You shouldn't be here." He then has a look of recognition on your face, and then all the room turns black.
Oh!
I told you we should have
And with
killed
that,
him.
I'll call it there.
I told you we should have killed him.
Yo,
Yes.
Cliffhanger!
I'm sorry I can't stay for goodbyes, but like, thank you so much, Bill. That was fantastic.
That was
I'm going to
amazing.
jump off here. So I just want to say I can't wait to do this again.
Jeff, have fun. Thank you for being here. Have fun with War for the Tower. Love you, man.
Hell yeah.
Bye.
Goodbye.
Peace.
See ya.
All right. Kai, you're also very tired. You got to go. Where can people find you on the internet?
You can find me on Twitter at It's Me Kai, or you can find me on all of the lovely podcasts I do on the Sinister Parent Company network. Check out the website for all of the details there. And also, you can find me as a regular host on a Dungeons & Dragons Advice podcast called Crit Chat. Both of those are available wherever podcasts are found.
Yes. Kai, thank you for being here.
Okay,
Love you,
guys,
man.
right
Take care. Have a great rest of your day. Take
Thanks, Mike.
care.
I mean,
George
it's
and
not gonna
Bill
last
and
very
G.
long.
Night. George and Bill and G are all here.
And Kaitlin.
Oh my goodness, that was so fun.
How
And
was that to
Kaitlin,
observe,
I forgot
Kaitlin, by
she
the
wasn't
way?
playing. I'm sorry, Kaitlin. I know you're here.
It's all right. That was very interesting to watch. It's very different. It's very different from how we usually play, which is fantastic because it's a lot more like how I imagine.
It's in Portland.
It is in Portland. It is so
And
different
like
from how
normally,
we play.
yeah,
in
because
Portland.
normally I would be running in Portland, but I was afraid to do that here with y'all because I did not know if I could handle it because I am a very new GM and Bill is very experienced, so I just let him take over for a little bit.
I actually forgot because you did tell me that this was in Portland, but I forgot until the 89 joke, and I was like, "Oh, we're in Portland."
Yeah.
That makes sense. That tracks. But yeah, it was really interesting to watch. I'm realizing how protective I am over banshees. They're my babies. All of them are my children. Maeve is my child.
Kaitlin made up banshees, so they're hers.
Ah, yes. Well, thank you. That's very kind of you.
It was very fun to listen to. Very interesting.
Good. G, where can people find you on the internet?
Well, I said this earlier, but at G on Twitter at G_the_B. That's where I am the most. So if you want to find me, that's where you'll find me.
Yes, and G is on Good Idea on this podcast
Yes.
every week. George, where can people find you?
You can find me at Twitter on Ready Set Fire 123, and you can also find me here on Good Idea.
Yeah, George is on Good Idea, and you can find him on Twitter. Kaitlin, you got any more people you want people to find you?
I'm a ghost on the internet. Mostly I do not want my Twitter connected with my professional life in any way for reasons that G is aware of. So not currently. I do have a website.
We will keep your info secret.
I do have a website, but that is also under construction, so not super helpful right now.
All right. Well, that's all right. I think the under construction website is a important factor of all website process.
Pretty much, yeah.
But
yeah,
anyway,
not currently, but thank you for asking.
No problem. Bill?
I'm on Twitter, but I cannot remember what my Twitter handle is, so that's not very helpful.
Shit. Well,
you were supposed to find that out. Last week you didn't know either, and you were supposed to find that out.
I've been distracted.
If you want to find it out...
Caitlin is looking it up. Caitlin is looking it up for him.
Okay, that's fantastic.
I look up so many different things.
For him, specifically, yeah.
Why is it your name? Hold on. Okay, so it's at Bill, that's twice, R. Smith at twitter.com. So Bill R. Smith at twitter.com.
So if you have money needs, send them to Bill. Like, he'll send you money. Bill R. Smith.
I will not.
Yeah.
You can DM him those bills on Twitter at Bill R. Smith. And I think that's all we have for you on this particular episode of Good Idea. And for these particular parts of the adventures of Faith and Frog Prince, Lilypad and Maeve and Doc and Oculus. So I'm gonna say very simply that was Houses of Bone and Lamplight, and that was also Good Idea. And you've got to dance to get across the river. That's what you have to do. I don't make the rules. Or do I? We're done here.
This episode is really interesting, too, because it just sort of ends.